To support this channel and get all of the latest videos, I would love it if you would click the subscribe button, like this video, and leave a comment. Any comment. In this lesson, we will be covering pronouns, including 13 rules for figuring out which kind of pronoun to use. A pronoun is a word that takes the place of a noun. Examples of pronouns are I, me, he, she, herself, you, it, that, they, each, few, many, who, whoever, whose, someone, everybody, etc. If we have the sentence, Susan has a cat, she feeds it, the pronouns are she and it, since she takes the place of Susan and it takes the place of cat. There are 3 types of pronouns. Examples of subject pronouns are he, she, they, and it. Examples of object pronouns are him, her, them, and it. Examples of possessive pronouns are his, hers, their, and its. It can be tricky to figure out which type of the 3 pronouns to use. So, for example, should I say, my friend and me went to the store? Here, me is an object pronoun, or my friend and I went to the store. Here, I is a subject pronoun. We will now cover 13 rules for figuring out which kind of pronoun to use in different situations. Rule number 1. Subject pronouns are used when the pronoun is the subject of a sentence. You can remember subject pronouns easily by turning the subject of a simple sentence into a blank and seeing what can fit in there. For example, we can use the sentence, Sam eats pizza. Replace Sam with a blank and see what pronoun would fit in the blank. So we could put in the blank I, he, she, we, they, who, etc., which means that all of those words are subject pronouns. Rule number 2. Subject pronouns are also used if they rename the subject. They will follow to be verbs such as is, are, was, were, am, will be, had been, etc. Here are some examples. It is I. It is she. This is he speaking. It is we who need to act. Something to note is that although these sentences are technically correct, most people do not talk this way. Most people say, it is me, it is her, this is him speaking, and it is us who need to act. So you should definitely use this rule correctly in writing, but you might want to use the incorrect sentence to sound more normal and casual in conversational English. Rule number 3. This one is kind of tricky. When who refers to a personal pronoun such as I, you, he, she, we, or they, the verb that follows it will match the personal pronoun. Here are some examples. We would say, it is I who am happy, since who refers to the personal pronoun I, and we would say I am happy. So it would be technically incorrect to say, it is I who is happy, even though many people use that in casual spoken English. Here's another example. We would say, it is you who are wrong, since who refers to the personal pronoun you, and we would say you are wrong. So it would be technically incorrect to say, it is you who is wrong, even though many people use that in casual spoken English. Rule number 4. An object pronoun can be a direct object, indirect object, or an object of a preposition. An example sentence with an object pronoun that is a direct object is, the dog saw him. Here, him is the direct object because it is receiving the action of the verb, saw, and it is an object pronoun because it is replacing the actual person that the dog saw, which could have been John or the man. An example sentence with an object pronoun that is an indirect object is, the artist painted her a picture. Here, her is the indirect object because her is receiving the direct object picture, and her is an object pronoun because her is replacing the actual person who is receiving the picture, which could have been Sally or the woman. An example sentence with an object pronoun that is an object of a preposition is I gave the gift to them. Here, Them is the object of a preposition because to is the preposition and them is the object of to. Them is an object pronoun because it is replacing something like Bob and Sue or the couple. Rule number 5. The pronouns who, that, and which are singular or plural depending on the subject. If the subject is singular, use a singular verb. If it is plural, use a plural verb. Here are some examples. The puppy is the only one of the dogs that is nice. Here the pronoun that refers to the puppy, which is the subject. Since puppy is singular, who will take a singular verb, which is why we are using the singular is as the verb. Here is another example. The puppy is one of those dogs that are always nice. Here the pronoun that refers to dogs, which is the subject of the phrase, those dogs that are always nice. Since dogs is plural, that will take a plural verb, which is why we are using the plural are as the verb. The second one here is pretty tricky. Another way to word it could be, of the dogs that are always nice, the puppy is one. Rule number 6. Pronouns that are always singular are I, he, she, everyone, anyone, anybody, no one, nobody, someone, somebody, each, either, and neither. Many people are tempted to use plural verbs with each, either, and neither, but that would be incorrect. Here are some examples. Neither of the kids runs fast. The verb runs here is singular because we would say he runs. Each of the toys is red. The verb is here is singular because we would say it is red. Everyone in the room is tired. Nobody jumps high. Someone is chosen. No one cares about the weather. These are all singular verbs because those pronouns are singular. And that's all for this video. In the next part, we will cover the last 7 pronoun rules. As always, if you have any questions or requests for future videos, just leave a comment below. I will see you in the next video.